The time in London is 8:39 a.m. All right, Londoners. Is that what we call them? Johnny?
What's their weather like? Are they cold right now or are they hot?
I don't know, man.
Probably cold, right?
They're foggy.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, they're probably a little cold.
How you doing with the heat?
I don't mind it. I come
No?
from Texas. 109.
Damn.
I mean, it's terrible. Heat's terrible no matter what, but I'd rather it be hot than cold.
Yeah? Oh, I
Yeah,
enjoy
although
the
when it
cold,
gets
dude.
like sticky hot, I'm like, oh shit, I need to learn how to wear shorts more. You know, like I just bought like 3 pairs of shorts ever in my life about a year ago.
You're more of a pants guy?
I'm a pants guy, man. But it's just because I was afraid of my skinny legs and pale legs.
Oh, damn.
Because they get made fun of, and then they still stay more pale. You know, moron of me. You know, you get affected like that as a kid, man.
It's funny, man. Like, guys, not to, compare it to a woman, but sometimes our vanity, dude, fucking, you kind of take a little woman concept.
Oh, of
to
course.
it. You don't want to look uncool, dude.
Well, it affects you as a human.
Yeah, man.
You know, I didn't wear shorts for a long time because this girl at my school, I remember, she said the craziest thing, which isn't even an insult. She's like, your legs are hairier than my brother's. And for some reason, I was just like, oh. And from that point on, I wore pants. And in my later in life, I'm like, that was stupid. Like, I'm a man. Of course
totally
my legs would
fucking
be hairy.
Pointed out something that totally made you feel self-conscious.
Right?
She gave birth to something.
Exactly. And I was like, damn, you really screwed me up. And I had pale legs for most of my life. Still do because of this girl.
Words are a powerful thing.
Words
man.
are a powerful thing, man. People don't realize. Kids screw up kids.
But, you got 3 pairs of shorts this summer, so, fucking break it in. Break a leg.
I'm doing what I can, man. I'm enjoying it, right? I'm trying. I wear shorts to the gym. Yeah, I'm trying. So, I was talking to a friend earlier today about food that takes you back to your childhood. Like, what is the one dish when you were a kid that you were just like, oh my God? Like, one time my family, we went to a Japanese restaurant, and in McAllen, Texas, there's only one. You know, the type that they cut the food in front of you and do a whole show, and it's just like squash, shrimp, and onions. You know what I'm saying? Right? And beef.
Like what? Like Mongolian?
Yeah,
Kind of
and
like
you know what I'm saying? The
Benihana-ish
show off.
shit?
Yeah. So there was one restaurant like that in McAllen. And we went there once, and it was, of course, an expensive meal because that's how those restaurants are. And my parents showed it. I was like, oh, my God, this is amazing. And my mom was, like, looking at it like, this is easy to make. So she just started making it at home without the tricks, of course. And every now and then she'd be like, tonight we're having shogun, which was just beef and squash with white rice. It wasn't like an amazing dish, but the fact that she added that fun to it, it just made me go like, oh, this is delicious. Oh, my God, I'm so glad we're having this.
Was it just as good as the restaurants?
I think it was.
Oh, okay.
I think it was fun.
She did her job.
She did her job. Knocked it out. But I loved, now that I realize it's such an easy dish, I can make it. I loved that being said, like, this is what we're having tonight. Do you have anything like that?
Well, dude, the closest I can come is like lasagna, but that was until later. That my mom would replicate pretty good.
Yeah.
Or I never really tasted a lasagna till I got older, and I was like pretty point on with regular lasagna. But the meals that I would like that would trip me out that were super bomb were going to Shakey's, dude. But my mom couldn't. She never tried to replicate a pizza, dude.
Yeah.
Probably would have just fucking.
Well, my mom was always
it up.
like that. She'd just try to look at a dish and be like, okay, I can make this home a lot cheaper. That's what my mom would do. She's like, I can cook up squash and rice and some beef and make it a lot cheaper. Just got to buy some soy sauce.
Just had to be seen it made first.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah,
she was
my
taking
mom-
notes.
My mom's traditional Mexican food, I mean, from where they're from, Zacatecas, like enchiladas, like, a lot of carne asada, dude.
Carne asada is perfect, dude. I want that
Sometimes,
right
like, liver and shit, stuff like that. But the only, like, American dishes she would do is just, like, Thanksgiving, dude, and lasagna, dude.
Yeah.
Later on, when we started fucking with Chinese food, she made, like, broccoli, and beef broccoli, but with just like carne asada with broccoli.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's like,
white rice.
Yeah.
But nothing, she's never fucked with chicken pot pies. She makes like cheesecakes now.
Yeah, mine didn't either.
But nothing other than that Chinese food, no, she would never fuck with it.
Now, my family or my mom wasn't a good cook, actually. She was all right. She was a decent cook. She cooked dishes, but she cooked more of like, what can I do that's quick? She didn't really focus on the kitchen. But there was like 3 dishes. That was one. Then there's this other one called chicken divan, which my aunt, my tia, taught her how to do. And then maybe one other one that I'd be like, oh, these are the best, you know? And then it took me time to realize how delicious fideo was.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I didn't like it at first.
I didn't like that. Dude, I didn't like beans. I didn't like none of that shit. And I'll be honest with you, it's like, fuck, again, there was always rice and beans at the house.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I moved out and I came back when I started appreciating it.
Yeah,
And then you go taste other people's, you're like, fuck, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd get that weird, like, oh, I kind of want fideo right now.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Or you go to a restaurant, it's just like, it's not reminiscent of what you're used to.
Yeah, my mom had dishes that weren't traditional Mexican at all. Like I'm saying, chicken divan, broccoli, and squash. That? Chicken divan was like chopped up chicken and cream of mushroom with like broccoli, cheese, 3 kinds of cheeses or 2 cheeses.
Like a casserole in essence?
Yeah, casserole in essence. It was just fucking delicious. You know, and we'd be excited. My sister made it once here. And there's no way to make it just for 2 people. It has to be like for 6 people, even though we didn't have 6 people in our family.
That's funny, man.
Right? So it was never like, oh, mom's making tacos, or mom's making enchiladas. I didn't really even care for enchiladas, to be honest.
Oh, dude, I was all about like fucking burgers and shit. Like, dude,
she made migas.
Oh,
I love migas.
But us, dude, like, dude, I remember going to Mexico and driving down there from fucking California down to Zacatecas, and we'll stop in like Torreon.
Really?
And dude, and we'll be at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Or the restaurant at the hotel, and I would ask, I was like, fuck that, I want a hamburger.
Yeah.
And the guy's all right, you can have a hamburger, but we don't have any hamburger buns. Is it fine if we do it on? Yeah. But anyway, I just want a fucking hamburger.
Yeah.
And it's like a total prick, dude.
That's funny, man. Yeah, I think we ate a few times down in Reynosa at a couple of restaurants, but South Texas is just full of...
It's there.
It's Tex-Mex, man. It's Mexican everywhere.
Did your mom fuck with Tex-Mex at all?
Maybe like her version of enchiladas and stuff like that. Maybe more little Tex-Mex than anything. And, of course, the family would cook up fajitas and things like that. Like, you know, everybody else's family you can get the South Texas flavor from. My family, definitely, but not like... Okay, my dad was never like, you know... Let's invite everybody over for a barbecue. We'd go to other people's barbecues. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it was just like that. Yeah. So, I mean, it's hard to... I didn't realize there was a difference in South Texas Mexican food until I came here. Because even in, like, up in North Texas, it's still a little bit South Texas. Because it's still Tex-Mex.
Was Dallas different for you, food-wise, when you went over there?
Maybe. Dallas is probably where I tried sushi first. You know, that was definitely a thing. Pho, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe tried that. Maybe had more late night diner food and like their type of diners where it's a little healthier, not Denny's and IHOP. You know what I'm saying? Because South Texas, it was like Whataburger, Chinese food, or just any kind of seafood.
Don't you guys have wiener schnitzel down there?
Yeah, but I never know.
That's like
Sonic.
garbage.
I'd go to Sonic, bro. Sonic was a big thing. Dairy Queen. God.
Oh, fuck yeah. We have
Dairy Queen was a treat. Long John Silver's used to be one of my treats.
Long John Silver's, I think they've dropped the ball, dude.
They dropped the ball back then, bro. Now I realize after having good seafood,
like
oh,
salt,
fuck,
like, dude,
terrible.
Yeah, man, totally.
Yeah. But, and then that was a big thing also in South Texas because we're so close to the Gulf of Mexico with seafood. You know, just eating big old shrimp and stuff like that was fucking delicious.
Oh, fuck yeah, I bet, dude.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of seafood.
Cause we had seafood here, but it didn't, probably till I was like, I would say like the late 80s, early 90s is when Marisco started coming in effect. Like,
yeah,
they were like, unless you fucking... knew somebody that was playing soccer on the weekends, there'll be like a little dude with a little cart, and then slowly they started going to the restaurants and started blowing up. Yeah, it was always like that. And then that was brought from, you know, Mexicans that come from like Sinaloa, all the coastal.
Yeah, South Texas is still very much, you know,
right
Gulf of Mexico,
Gulf of
isn't
Mexico.
that? And we got the gasoline shrimp, you know what I'm saying? The gasoline fueled shrimp. So yeah, it was. Yeah, I love seafood. I think that was probably my main, seafood and Mexican food.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Now I'm hungry. Oh, here comes Johnny.
Oh, yeah. I'm hungry, too.
All right.
Hey, guys. I'm back.
Where were you?
Here,
Where were you?
I had to go get my charging cable. It's in my car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Stupid phone.
We're here talking about food, son.
I'm glad. I'm so hungry right now. Fucking haven't eaten.
What if you left again? You want to go get food? He's gone for another 30 minutes.
Jesus, man.
Damn.
This has
What
been
you
the
guys are talking
easiest
about?
podcast you've done, huh?
Oh, no way. I'm too hungry to really,
Talk.
yeah,
All right.
to have like
Well, this is
congratulated
officially
thoughts.
our podcast.
Oh, okay.
So,
So, Rodrigo, how's your day going?
Long day so far, man.
Is that how you started too?
yes, that's how
A
we
little
start.
bit. Put this into
Okay, go ahead.
dishes that bring you back to your childhood that your mom might have made.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that?
Replicates.
Enchiladas. Those are so fucking good.
Yeah?
That they're good?
They're so good.
How often would you have them?
Like maybe once every 3 months or something. It was
Really?
like, yeah.
So what, just 4 times a year?
Kind of. She would, but like when she would make them, she'd make like a bunch. That's come. She'd like make a red sauce and green sauce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, oh, fuck. Chicken, cheese, enchiladas, fucking red.
I like cheese
red sauce.
enchiladas. I love cheese enchiladas. Just cheese.
Just cheese.
I like
White
them
or
the next
yellow?
day, dude, like reheated.
Yeah?
Not microwave.
Okay. Okay, I could see
a
that.
little bit of crust.
I hated hot dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
My mother
never,
cooked hot dogs way too much.
and how'd she
Yeah,
cook
she
them?
would
though?
boil them.
Oh.
Ooh, it's terrible,
I don't
bro.
like them like that, dude.
Terrible.
I cut a little slice in it and pan
Yeah,
fry
you're
it.
like,
and
oh
give 'em-
god, man, I can't handle this.
Yeah, man. Fuck
I
yeah.
couldn't. I had to give up hot dogs for years, and then when I started working in a movie theater, I tried again because we would grill them, and I
Right.
fucking loved it.
Yeah, they're
and
super
then I
good,
stopped
though.
eating them because they're really terrible. They're not
For your
good
body,
for you.
right? Yeah.
So now I have to stop eating
A
them.
lot of
as an adult.
sodium, right?
Yeah,
And amongst
like
other
it's a
things.
guilty. That's once a year guilt.
Fuck.
A hot dog.
I used to fuck hot dogs up, dude.
Oh, I
Fuck yeah.
loved them.
Fuck them up, dude.
I would.
I love the grilled ones.
the grilled ones. Would
Yeah.
you? I would over the stove cook them, microwave them.
I would do that like last resort style. I would like to get a little bit of oil and just put them in a pan and just slowly bring them. I'll eat like fucking 6 of those motherfuckers. I swear, man. All fucking stoned. It'll be over, dude.
Yeah,
Which
man.
is pretty fucking brutal. But
You know, my dad made really good liver and onions.
I still have yet to get into good liver and onions.
Really good liver and onions.
Yeah?
You could
What was
taste
his trick-
the onion.
trick?
I don't know. You just let the onions just really sit on it, and then he didn't like cook it to where it was burnt. He cooked it to where it was like still tough.
Whoa.
And he seasoned it right. I remember the seasoning was great, or he just salted the shit out of it.
Oh.
No matter what, dude, you can't get rid of that fucking liver taste, dude.
It's tough. It's tough.
I liked it. It was. I could,
I have forced myself to eat liver at least 5 times in my life just to try it. Like,
I've probably eaten it that many times. In my
yeah,
life.
where I'm just like, all right, let's
I'm
try
not a
this one
fan,
more
dude.
time. It was probably like a year ago where I tried it one more time. Yeah, it's tough, man.
Fuck all that.
But it's supposed to be good for you, right?
Well, mad
Iron.
protein, right?
iron.
Yeah, iron.
That, the heart, the liver, kidneys, and shit.
Yeah,
Man,
I needed that
iron because you're bulimic.
because I was anemic.
Anemic, not bulimic. Sorry, bulimic's the throwing up
Bulimic.
one, huh?
Growing up, bro.
Remember when that was a problem with people?
I'm sure it's still a fucking problem now.
It's
though.
a
Yeah.
problem, but
We're
like
just
we,
on another
It was an
epidemic.
yeah, we have the overeating epidemic now.
Wow, that's always been there.
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
thought
I think
bulimia-
overeating is like after World War II.
Yeah,
No.
well, it was after
TV
it was
dinners.
fast food and stuff like that when we stopped farming and going out there and cooking the food and chopping it up ourselves,
McDonald's
or
is
at
a
least
part of it.
walking to the town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fast food was definitely a reason for obesity because like before you had to do everything yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, here's the other thing, like. A lot of my grandparents, at least, lived very long. So did my aunts and uncles. But I was realizing, well, fast food didn't hit until when? The 50s? The 60s?
Sounds like 60s.
Right?
Commercials
So
and
that
shit
means
coming
that some
around.
of these people were living 40 years with fucking perfect meals. With no hormones, no pesticides. Like, they were living off of actual food.
Living off
And
the
then
land.
it
Yeah.
slowly started becoming...
More preservative based.
Exactly.
I think
man.
that's what really fucks
So
people
that's
up.
what messed everything up.
Yeah, I definitely think that's true, but I think also there's some humans that have been adapting all that long, and that's why when like fucking people switch their diets, it could become like a shock to your little body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the same shock that became as soon as fucking fast food and the baby boom generation started dying off, because that was their fucking diet from fucking 6th grade on.
That's why I slowly winged off food and stuff, because I didn't want to do it all at once. I was like, I'm gonna have to stop eating.
You've stopped eating food?
I stopped eating food now. I just inhale. I inhale my nutrients.
But that definitely fucks a lot of people up, dude. I mean, it's proven, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
but like the chickens alone.
Something inside of a can that's gonna last for fucking 20 years. You're gonna pop out and fucking. I mean, what the fuck is in it for it not to fucking go bad?
Well, the fact like
bananas are clones.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Well, everything's fucking GMO'd out, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But like we talked, the fact that cows get like where milk is naturally bad for us. Eventually, our bodies just can't process it as well.
Well, we're the only mammals that survive off other mammals' milk, right?
Yeah.
Other animals' milk.
But like cows, the amount of hormones that are in the natural hormones that are in cows aren't naturally good for us. So
therefore, they're young.
Yeah, well, but think about like when they're added hormones, like the chemically added hormones. Those have to be the worst. Well, in like a weird genetically long-term way.
Oh, no. I remember this girl in high school pointing out that that's why all these chicks have fucking big titties now, because the hormone in the milk. And I'm like, dude, this bitch is fucking crazy. She's like ones that already was smoking cigarettes and having sex.
Well, that's kind of what I thought.
But they come up with some brilliant shit, and I was like, fuck, dude, I didn't even think of that shit. I'm like over here fucking still trying to get laid.
But that's also why there's a lot of more bad skin. The acne generation. When you're eating more natural foods and more drinking water, clearer skin.
Because I heard it's all in the diet, dude. I heard fucking
it's all in the diet.
It's not canola.
More things happened when our diet was bad.
Real bad for you, margarine. And that shit my mom would cook with, like, dude, for our whole childhood.
It either dries your face or makes it too oily, or all that leaking. It all leaks back out of your skin.
Yeah, and you're also a teen, so your body's changing dramatically.
Mad
so that little shit's
that
little shit's gonna fuck you up more than you think. Like,
yeah, man.
But I mean, and then sugar is another thing that's fucking bad, dude.
One. Yep. God.
Sugar is like that.
Because your body needs salt. Your body doesn't need sugar.
Yeah.
Right?
No. It needs. Yeah, it doesn't. It needs glucose. Sugar's terrible, especially processed.
That's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
I miss.
Yeah, a lot of what we eat is terrible. It's really bad for us. I remember one time I was on a plane, and there was a little boy from Turkey on the plane next to me. I was doing a military gig.
Oh, a little turkey boy.
Yeah, and we were on a Turkish plane. They even gave me a turkey sandwich. Like, really? And I laughed. And I had some chips that I brought from one of the American bases that we had just been to, because they gave us a gift basket, and it was like barbecue-flavored chips, whatever, stuff that we have here. And I gave it to the little boy, like, oh, here you go. And he looked at it, and he's like, is this from America? He had his dad ask him, is this from America? And I was like, yeah. And the boy's like, thank you. And then, like, put away, because the dad, he's like, my son said thank you, but he knows it's poison. It's not good for you. So he won't eat it.
Well,
like,
dude,
that little boy at 6 knew better than all of us.
Well, it's just the way we're raised, dog. We're raised to consume, dude. It doesn't matter, dude. Fucking, where's that money for that fucking shit you're eating right now? And that's all going to a big-ass corporation, dog.
Damn it, to Nestle.
Nestle.
Dude, I seen a little advertisement in Spanish today that said it was like a box juice. And oh, this ain't juice. This is like tobacco. But it's funny because it's all anti-sugar, but for the last fucking 50 years, it was pro-sugar.
Of course.
Put some more sugar in your coffee.
Well, yeah, because they want to get you hooked.
So what the fuck are they hooking us with now? Just like overpriced fucking organic shit?
I wonder what they're hooking us with now. Health? Yes, health is definitely a thing.
Because
they have to break one market to create one.
And they're not.
Because the thing, a lot of people say it's organic, this is organic, but you know what? All those fucking all that dirt, all that soil that's been tilled for the last 100 years, last 200 years, even more so, has always had fertilizer and chemicals in it, and all those minerals are gonna suck that in. It's gonna take, dude. I don't even think you can wash that shit the fuck out, dude. It'll take about 3-4 generations, and by that time, I'm sure they'll be hitting it with some other chemicals.
Yeah.
I told you I did pest control. They said like most of this stuff's synthetic now, and I was talking to this chemist. He's all, dude, regardless if it's safer, it's still probably gonna be fucking worse.
Yeah.
Wait till they come up with some shit 20 years from now. You know what I mean?
It's taking care of the problem now, And that's it.
That's going to cause another side effect for the future.
Mm-hmm. It has no concern for 100 or even 20 years from
We'll
now.
be bitching about something.
Yeah, people are going for more
now.
for convenience than an actual solution.
Then what do we do, John?
We live with fucking bugs and animals like we're fucking supposed to.
I know. That's what we need to do. People need to stop killing bugs.
Like, not so many bugs.
Once they start coming in your house, dude.
But I mean, like, when you get infestation, okay, yeah.
But that's your
But, like,
fault.
For
having delicious, sugary treats
That
that
is
they
your
can't
fault.
process
Right.
themselves.
Well,
And
I
then
mean-
what if somebody lived in that house or that apartment before you and treated it mad chemically that those motherfuckers grew a resistance and they start coming in your
God
shit? You know what I'm
damn.
saying?
What are we gonna
You don't
do?
even know, dude.
You
Unless
don't
you
even
built
know.
that house.
You gotta punch it.
And every time you move fucking dirt, dude, shit starts scattering.
Fuck.
Whether
Really?
it's fucking little insects or fucking rats, mice, all that shit.
So what are you gonna do, Johnny?
Well, first we gotta start wearing fully clothed bubbles.
Okay.
Easy, bubble boy.
Okay, well, that's the only thing we got. But we gotta let the dirt and the bugs in.
Okay. All right. So Johnny's plan to save the future.
We slowly readapt.
What we have to do is figure out a jingle for this, Johnny, because
Okay.
that's the only way kids love it. If you want to live forever, let the dirt and the bugs in.
Get your bubble wrap today.
Okay. We tried our best.
And what's up with that shit, though? Like,
What?
what is processed? What does that mean?
That's true, because it's all kind of processed. It's all
Right.
put through a machine.
Yeah, there
it's
you
all
go.
Filled up into something.
Some preservatives are added, and you kind of take away.
Well, some
all
are
the
natural
good-
and some are artificial, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's even changing that. Like if you're putting natural preservatives into it, then you're still kind of fucking with it, right?
What's preservatives? It's
Yeah, like-
preserving it. Something it's not
Because
supposed
there's
to do.
alternative pest control. It's called green. It's organic pest control, which is like not a chemical. It's more it's something derived from the earth, which doesn't really work, dude. There's
Yeah.
always it's not as strong.
Because
people
the
always
earth
bitch.
is,
There's
because
always
you're not
callbacks.
supposed to get rid of these rodents and bugs. You're not supposed to. They're supposed to clean up everything that they're supposed to clean up. This house is not part of the earth.
Yeah, that's the thing. This
is
house
dead.
isn't
This
supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
this is
supposed to
something,
be here.
So they're
those-
looking at this house like, yo, what the fuck is this? This isn't part of the earth.
Right. To those insects, to those little rodents, to those critters. But to us, it's our habitat.
Well, it's our habitat.
Right. We're bees, and this is our little honeycomb.
Yeah.
hideout.
Yeah, but like
But
also,
then it's a disrupt something.
But
It
those-
causes the chaos that
Yeah.
we speak of now, right?
but those insects and those animals also evolve and adapt to the things we put into our
Well,
our
dude,
homes.
They it's not like they're trying to destroy it. They're like, oh, this is nice.
They need a
That's
dwelling.
all it
They
is.
need to go somewhere
Like, yo,
at
this is
night and
nice
chill the
too.
fuck out and get a
Shit.
nap going. But one thing is, we've never got rid of rodents, dude.
No.
Roof rats or fucking, what are just roof rats? And there's another one, a wharfing rat. or
Even
whatever.
termites. When termites get into a house's wood,
Yeah, then the best thing to protect against that is you have to paint. Because it's when it rains and there's exposures that they fly and go in there and they fucking get in there. But my whole thing to people is, have you ever heard of a house that ever fucking collapsed because of termites?
Have you?
It's kind of like fucking car insurance. It's a law, so you have to get it inspected and sprayed every time you turn over a house.
well, you let the
Point out.
it's a long time, but
I
the
just
house
want to
has
know
been
this guy's
attended
truth.
for at least 70 years.
Okay.
And then the termites slowly eat it and it evaporates. Well, the termites in the mold would put down a house.
Well, mold, you can't. If you have black mold, you can't live in the house.
Can't live in that
You have
house.
to-
You'll get fucked up. Yeah,
You'll
dude.
fucking die, bro.
You got like fucking.
But you have to get rid of the
something- I forgot-
entire
It's
house?
bad for your lungs.
You got to rip that shit out and
Yeah.
fucking tear off the drywall and then figure out where it's at. Remove those fucking where it's growing.
My dad had black mold. It was
'Cause it usually
really
happens when
bad.
it's flooded,
Oh.
dude. It'll cause an infection in your lung, dude, that you can't fucking. Once it's in there, you can't get rid of it, dude. You'll be fucking, if you're in your 30s or your 20s or whatever, you'll be fucking till respirator to the day you die, and it'll weaken you so much that you probably will die with about 10 to 15 years, dude.
Well, my dad is on an oxygen tank right now, so
There you go. It's no joke.
there's something in his lungs that is very.
That's black moldy.
I really don't know, to be honest.
Man, I need to look in my. How do you spot black mold? What's like the first
Well,
thing?
first of all, like, if you get flooded, you don't even necessarily see it, dude.
Yeah.
It's inside, growing
It's in
inside
the-
that
yeah.
wood. Because it obviously can't grow on. It'll, maybe through cracks and crevices, but that smell that affects your lungs or that shit that comes out.
But there'd be a smell to
oozes
it, though,
through-
right?
Sometimes I heard it don't even smell, dude.
Yeah, it's like stale.
And it's one of those things that can make people a lot of money for little bullshit, or fucking really help people out at the same time. And it's also like gives fucking a lot of openings to scammers too. because they'll fucking find a little bit of mold and
say, oh, we got to take it out and everything.
Yeah, dude. Hey, if you got good insurance, of course, deductible, but still.
Fuck.
But that's
Johnny, what?
Well, we're all gonna die.
I'm not trying to stump
Well,
anything
no,
here.
because the black mold's gonna kill us, not the insects and the.
But not
creatures.
everybody has fucking black mold, though, dude.
It's gonna spread though.
It's
gonna become.
Is that it?
It's gonna become
And I think
airborne.
it's per structure too, you know. And then there's all types of other mold that's not necessarily black mold. If you got a leak underneath the fucking sink, and that's slowly collecting away, that's another mold that's really not bad. That's
Well,
not good
yeah,
for you.
mold's gross in general.
Right, and then it molds a bacteria, right? Which is in essence what a human being is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Aren't we like just
Yeah, we're pretty
space
much
dust,
a very
matter,
smart,
like
pretty
very.
much a very smart bacteria. I call ourselves a virus.
I had
We're an advanced virus.
a zoology
Parasite.
Virus?
Yeah, we are, man. We consume.
Maybe a
consume.
parasite,
We barely
but parasites
are
are useful.
I heard
barely.
what a zoologist would say during dinosaurs' time. We were just toe jam in the dinosaurs' feet.
That's all we were, Johnny.
I kind of believe
And we
it. I mean, you
survived
can't do that to like fucking. You can't say that to like a true Christian because they'll battle you. And then no sense of
Say
evolution or
Jesus
whatever.
was never in between the toes of anybody.
Do you guys think that we're still evolving?
Yeah.
Yes.
And before we know, before
think-
100 years from now, we're going to be different. Not
Yes.
too different, but just different enough.
We'll be
Oh.
different.
Not 100.
We have to be, man.
I think we're gonna be several
Yeah.
parts different.
Well,
think
we're
we're gonna
evolving. We're
evolve
evolving
with
to
mind?
technology. Like we're evolving to the
AI?
idea of it. We still haven't lived with it enough to actually change. Like
And transpose.
yeah, where it's like
Into
okay,
it.
my brain
Morph
can
into
now
it.
handle microwaves, and my brain can handle.
Because right now, like a lot of people that have problems with that, like, well, microwaves really fuck with them, and they don't
Yeah.
fuck with you.
yeah.
We don't know what they're talking about. We think they're crazy.
yeah, my
And wavelengths and shit that can really
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
you up.
So
my-
yeah,
my
it's-
ex
we're
thinks
definitely
that-
evolving.
like when I'd be like, hey, do you hear that noise? And it's like a small, tiny buzz
Yeah.
that's inside probably a charging box.
Yeah.
And it's just knowing. I was like, fuck. Because like I can hear like small, tiny wavelengths of electricity.
Even like fucking light sometimes. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's something silent enough, you hear that.
And if you can't hear it, fuck, dude. I think you're oblivious to a lot of shit, dude.
But yeah, man, I think I definitely think we're gonna evolve into something. I think we have, but it's not. In 100 years, it'll be so little that we won't know unless something major happens. But
Do
it'll
you think
still
eventually
be.
we'll grow out of the race and become one race?
No, I think we're
Or
gonna
do you think
become.
it's always gonna be like they're gonna separate, like they're gonna get like the purities of all races, and like at least because supposedly we all come from black people, right?
Yeah.
Are they gonna hide those and like keep them in a vault?
so
if
crazy.
it goes down and we do morph into something, they can always go back and get some clones of those.
Who knows, bro?
I'm sure Ancestry.com is really doing
Who
that.
would do this?
They're holding that type of.
Dude, I don't even think Ancestry.com is accurate, dog.
Who does this?
They're just
I
going
think
and
it's
taking
loosely.
DNA.
Well,
but what you
I think they can ballpark narrow it, but I don't think it's exact, dude.
okay, but from what you were saying, I think they're going to be like we became different races.
Right.
I think that level of evolution is going to continue to change us into
There's no-
several different species.
Species?
Yeah, because like
I don't think so, dude.
because we were
you
like,
can't
in a
go into
long
another
enough
race.
timeline, long enough timeline.
Now you have it's mixed.
No,
is all
I
you-
don't know, man. I don't know.
All evolved from one color though.
Well, because like the two
We're just gonna be
primates that we're
different types
supposed
of
to be
cats?
from. Well, no, not cats, but like the two primates that we came from.
A
Yeah.
feline human.
The what are they? Do you remember them?
Well,
There was a Homo erectus and something else.
I'm sure we can Google it, but
We
neither
probably
of us are
could.
trying.
yeah.
And what
good on that.
paleontologists believe is that like either one killed off the other, or that they both mated with each other, and that's
made
how
a jackass.
made several jackasses called humans,
Because that's what.
and that's what we
a donkey
became.
and a horse, isn't it? Or what is it when a horse and a mule have sex? And
It's a jackass.
A
right?
burro?
Yeah.
It's whatever the stupid one is. yeah.
Yeah.
Which is dumb in Spanish.
And that's what we became. Like we were that genetic
You're the
genetic.
jetic, man.
Well, I
Don't
mean,
you jetic us.
I think
I
unless
wanted
you're
my
gonna
genetic
jetic.
genes today.
I think more of the changes is going to be like, all right, I don't know if it'll happen over time, but the whole thing is more or less science. Like fucking that way you can like your kids could be born with a perfect body,
well, they're already
perfect
doing that
and
with
intel-
like,
yeah,
the DNA. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Didn't you see like they figured out like how to? They found a bacteria that can manipulate its own DNA, so they're copying that and trying to figure out how to do that with humans.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we're our own worst enemy, dude, with
But
artificial intelligence and shit like that.
But we're not going to do that for everybody. That's definitely only rich people shit.
Yeah, dude.
The poor people will continue to evolve like we naturally do. And I've seen several movies where
What,
like
Elysium?
no, not Elysium, but that was a dope movie. I wasn't referring to that.
Yeah. That's shit that gets you thinking, because I've never been to like sci-fi, but it's obviously once you start like, you know, not necessarily going to school or reading books. That dude Neil Tyson deGrasse, his show was eye-opening to like evolution, and we're not done yet.
No, definitely not. Well, there's just the Time Traveler, right? Have you seen that movie?
No.
Okay, it's off a book, but I think it's called The Time Traveler. But
and I'm no scientist, by the way.
He goes far enough in the future where humans were forced underground, and then they evolved into people who didn't have to either use their physical abilities as much and use more mental abilities, so therefore they had more powers. But then there was also regular humans. But like I think that it's not so much that extreme, but we'll be there at some point where either we're going to, because I think that's why cancer is so rampant. Like there was with cancer, our bodies are reproducing cells that don't match up with what we have.
That overcome our immune system and kill us.
Yeah, but like I think our bodies are trying to create the part that it needs to survive in the future. Like, because we
all have cancer cells. The whole thing is till they activate, right?
Yeah.
You create more.
Yeah, we all have cancer inside of us.
Yeah, but with the introduction of radiation into the world and the more introduction of like different type of EMPs.
Because we get radiation even though we don't go get radiation treatment. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be from X-rays.
Yeah, X-rays or even the giant transmitters that are by our houses.
Right.
Like all that stuff emits some type of electronic field. And either a lot of it is supposed to be not harmful at all, but there are going to be pieces that's going to just fuck with our species.
Yeah. And it has.
Yeah, that's why I say technology will evolve us.
Well, technology will let some of us adapt. I think but naturally,
no. Technology's not going to let us. We're going to evolve.
To have the capability to do that.
That's
why to be around it. You know, it's like the reason for jet lag. You know, you get jet lag. It's because our bodies have not flown on planes for thousands of years to get used to the G-force.
Yeah.
Have you noticed the more you travel, the less jet lagged you are?
Yeah. You know, so you're at least
I adopt
with
super
it.
Fucking easy, man.
Yeah, you're at least dealing with it.
I've never done the European fucking trip, but I mean, as far as the 5 hours.
Coming back, it's a little crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, you get a little whatever. But I think not until, first off, the human race has to continuously do it for thousands of years, our body's going to finally be able to handle a plane for real. Like, handle it. Like, where it's nothing. Where it's jumping up a tree.
Right, or we're talking about handling something like as far as like a jet.
Like a G-force.
Yeah, like
then we'll be able to get in a spaceship that goes fucking... you know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of that stuff...
Light speed is evolution.
Right, because even like NASA travelers, you have to fucking physically be able to handle all that shit and properly train. If something does go bad, you can go puke into something.
And they only know how far it is.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't go past this point. If you could, we'd be fucking everywhere.
Right.
So
our bodies has to adapt to the G-force in order for us to officially become.
And that's another part of
the
type of evolution. That's like not a universal evolution. That's more cosmic evolution, right?
It's almost like living on a spaceship for years.
But that's also
when you come back, it's like it's been 40 years for us, but for you, it's just been one.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why are these motherfuckers so old? And like,
yeah, exactly.
That's also with the expectations of our current like technology, as in travel, because like they're still working on teleportation technology. Like I remember reading something where they were able to teleport like light beams from one area to another area. And then with that, it's just, okay, well, maybe in 150, 250 years, they have some other form of teleportation where they can actually transmit objects. Like, it's probably never going to happen for people because you have to just destroy your body to re-put it back together.
Yeah.
But like if you're able to use that form of technology to transfer a lot of people at once without destroying them, or rip the actual physical distance between two pieces apart, between two pieces of destinations, so you can walk through that area.
So who do we have to invest in for our family to be able to become rich off of this?
Johnny Corp today.
Johnny Corp. I thought it was gonna be like Elon Musk or something. This fool.
You can have your own special steak in Johnny Carp for a simple donation of $5.
All right, good. That was very intense.
Killing me.
Sorry about that. I want to really.
It was good.
Know where I can buy some shares?
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
No, I don't know what I'm saying actually.
What about like the traveling and planes really not being good for you?
Oh no, none of it is good for us. Podcasting is good for us. Literally, everyone listening is slowly getting some kind of radioactive thing that they don't need in their ear. Thank you. Please rate us 5 stars.
Yeah, rate us 5 stars.
At least do that.
We're not lying to
Name
you.
the technology. But I think humans, we're constantly evolving, dude. Just even like living in the city, dude. Like more like, smog, shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got people that come in from the country and they'll start choking and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they notice a difference.
Oh yeah, that's our bodies adapting to it immediately.
And then there's some people that don't adapt and they kind of, their shit flares up and they can't cure it anymore.
Which is what happens with, which is what's supposed to happen with organisms, which is what we are.
Exactly.
The weakest of us die off, and then the ones just continue to evolve.
But
like
that's
survival of the fittest.
That's also why I think like we're gonna evolve into different species in a way, because we're living in different areas of the world. Like,
but we're living in different areas of the world now, though.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like,
are we gonna evolve into different species, or are other species going to evolve to match us?
They
match us in what? Like intelligence?
Not if we keep killing them off.
Have you seen the videos of the dog saying "thank you" or whatever?
And the octopus getting out
they're
of
learning, son.
Getting out of traps. Well, we're also learning that they're smarter than we think.
Yeah.
Or they're getting smarter at least.
Dolphins and orcas are super smart.
Yeah,
but,
they
what
just
the fuck
haven't
they gonna do
figured
in the
out
water,
how to get rid of us.
Yeah, they haven't figured out what our
They're
weak
like,
points.
They can't come on the ground and kill us, dude.
Not
I mean,
yet.
come on. They can't hold a gun.
Well,
When an orca starts doing a mass shooting, I'll be fucking going.
That's
dude,
why
it's over.
That's why we stop them from evolving. We kill them now and we eat them. We're the only ones thriving.
And I mean, those are
terrible.
like
We're the only ones that no one is stopping us from fucking.
Well, no, viruses are.
Hopefully.
The Earth is.
I think
The Earth
so.
is like, I'll warm up and burn you guys off.
Oh no, I think that's also a reaction.
Yeah, it's the climate change is the Earth getting a fever and killing the bacteria that's been destroying it. Humans.
Yeah. But like humans are like that, the flu virus. We're gonna come back and be able to live with you for the next
as far
season.
as flu goes, I mean, shit, flu kills people every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I've never had anybody die, but I mean, you look at the statistics, there are people that die.
Dude,
They go
last
to
flu
ERs
season
and
was
fucking,
insane.
You know?
People-
and not necessarily just older people and babies.
Younger people
In
were dying
between,
last season.
Damn.
And there's a new strain of gonorrhea that people are getting.
Who the fuck you hanging out with, dog?
My mom, she told me about that. She's like, there's
Is she a
gonorrhea.
nurse?
No, she watches like the news. They're reporting on it. They're
Damn.
reporting on it, and like that was that's fucking insane.
I heard like rising gonorrhea in like old folks' homes, convalescent
Well,
homes.
yeah.
Yeah.
because of, they're old. So they're like,
Viagra's
let's
and all
just
that shit
fucking
now.
fuck, yeah.
They
Slamming that old ass
Yeah.
pussy, huh?
Just giving it to each other, realizing, well,
tickling.
what's left?
I had a great
Tickling-
uncle that said like, if you can't pipe no more, it's over.
Yeah, tickling.
Really, I mean,
You can eat pussy though, right?
yeah,
I guess.
Old ass.
I
pussy.
guess.
Really, what's left? Like, if you're at that age, you have the kids. The genes are passed on,
I just like to put it this way. I don't like
What's
to work
left?
without a paycheck.
huh?
I don't like to work without a paycheck. You know what I mean?
That too.
If I'm getting
If
that,
you guys had a
like
chance,
when you're
to
getting
live-
older, and
if you guys
stuff,
had a chance to live forever, would you guys take it?
No.
yeah,
Are you wouldn't do it? I would.
I'd take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Live
people say
forever?
they'll get sad, like but you can keep on creating families.
Well, I hear this.
I don't want to sound arrogant or
Here's the
anything,
only
but
reason
fuck,
why.
dude, why,
Here's the only
dog?
reason why.
I got a new sister.
Because I remember
You're my
reading,
seventh son.
I remember reading an article where somebody actually was like, what if these superpowers were real? And one of them was immortality. They said it would be one of the worst superpowers to have later in life because your span of time changes so much that when you're like thousands of years old, a day will go by like that because you've lived 1,000 years, so a day is nothing, is a blink to you. So you won't even be able to enjoy immortality because at a certain point, everything will just be going so quick that you're like, I'm fine.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I've heard. Like,
what scientific law grants that?
I have to
though?
look at it.
But
But it's basically because, you know, and
So then-
someone explains, like,
So
you know,
a week
like
will
when
be a
you're,
day.
when you're 5 years old, a day seems really long. So when you're 1,000 years old, a day's going to be like, boop, and you're like, what the fuck? That day just went by, and it'll just keep doing that.
But regardless if it goes by fast, you're still going to be experiencing that 24
You'll be
hours.
experiencing that day. It's
But
just
the fact that
you won't
you're
even-
fucking-
You won't be able to keep up to it.
I don't know, dude. Regardless of that fucking fact.
Supposedly, I
All
don't
right.
know.
And I don't know either. I'm just saying.
I
I'm
mean,
putting it out
nobody knows.
there. Right. But I would like to live forever, dude.
I would too.
Just to see
there'd
what
be
the fuck is going to be cracking
there
on
would
this
still
shit.
be new
guess
experiences. I would have
so.
to journal. I'd have to journal a lot more though. Like,
Yeah.
that'd have to be definitely.
Would you tell people that I
That-
can live forever?
I'd tell the people I care about so that they know
Dude, but then you'll become a god.
to
Hey,
the people
but,
I care about, and they will always respect me.
No, but the other thing is, too, like, how you going to
get out, son?
Hey, but you know what? You'll get busted for trying to live forever because they'll be like, this motherfucker hasn't died. What the fuck?
How do you think
Oldest man
vampires do?
ever.
He's 203 years old.
At a certain point, you would just have to.
You can't live off the grid, though. Would you be a specimen?
You would have to
No.
figure out a way to live off the grid.
You say
You
you
have
have
to
a son.
become some like part of some trust fund or something, or something.
You would either have to set up a fund like that, or get to the place where someone who could rewrite your birth and all that over and over again, or get to just go to a fucking civilization that doesn't rely on anything
Well, or you plant
and
children
continue to outlive
otherwise.
them on.
Like you have, like if you're living.
Well, it
in
also
a,
depends. Are you getting older?
no. You
See,
stay
that's
the
what
same
I'm-
age.
Yeah, what's up with that?
If I'm getting older, what the fuck's the point?
That's
If I'm
the,
just
well,
gonna
you said live forever. If you
Yeah.
get older,
No, I want to stay. No, same age,
You
live
have a
forever.
pipe, dude. You're at the
nothing.
Playboy
You'll be all like,
Mansion.
Like, I'd be happy at this age right now.
yeah. So at
Forever?
200, you'd be terrible.
Oh,
I just
man.
like to be
I
in
would
between
just-
20 and 40.
I wonder what those turtles that are like 500 years old think of everything.
They hate iPads. I heard they just can't get a hold
Very
of it.
upset with the way they're represented in Finding Nemo.
Or just think about when you're just like, you married that person when you're a little bit older, they're your age, and slowly but surely, dude, they keep getting older, dude.
Sorry.
Your kids get older than your ass.
Finding Nemo,
Oh,
the
man,
blood
that's
in, blood out
crazy.
of.
I don't know how you would fucking
Cartoons.
write that out, dog. Nice little spec script, huh?
But like, okay, you would
It's,
you would have to plant children. So like, if you lived in Alabama, you
How?
would say, "Oh, I have a kid in California," and then like you just plant that you lived in California. You have that your son, and your son looks just like you.
What?
And then,
But
like, you
why?
die.
What are you trying to? What are you
Because
trying
like,
to?
so the government doesn't keep track that you're living forever.
You just move to another government that doesn't keep track.
So
of
you
it.
don't have to move to another government. You can just
You
stay
go
in
to
the
an
same
island.
state.
You just fake your own death.
But then like the fortune you or the money you have, you still want to keep it.
Well, you invested in something, yeah.
What
Yeah.
if you're a
Give
poor
it
guy that
somebody.
lives forever?
Oh yeah.
You're
Yeah,
fucked.
but if you're poor and you live
I
forever,
guess you
huh?
better like sunshine.
You'd be like a homeless dude then, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but at
there
that
might be
point,
some homeless dudes that have been around since fucking 1826. We don't
yeah,
know.
but like at that time, you probably would lose the lust for things. Like if you lived forever and you fucking unlocked
And
the
you're homeless,
truth
you'd
of
be like,
like
nothing, man. None of
yeah,
this
nothing matters. What
None
do
of
you
this
think it
matters.
fucking matters?
You
guys
have
just
to have a
repeat each
community
other.
of people that live together that live forever.
Dude, and then you
Oh,
would, and then you would
probably.
continue to walk around the earth saying, "The end is near." Hoping you're saying it. Please,
You're saying
the
it to
end is
yourself.
near.
The end
But
is
if you
near.
knew
The
if you knew
end
you're
is
gonna
near.
live forever, the end would never be near.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why
you
you're
just-
like,
You
the
have
end
to have
is
to be
near.
some powerful
Please.
person though to do that because that's the only way you'll be able to get away with it.
So
dude.
you couldn't die.
yeah.
You just have to find
I
something
thought
to live
maybe
for.
if you
How about if
avoid-
like and then another rule you can't even commit suicide.
Well,
But you
it's
said
like
you
life
can't
now.
die.
Yeah. You can't do any of that shit.
It's like life now. You
Like,
just
I'm
gotta find.
tired, dog. Like, nope. You want to live forever, dog.
You want to live forever, John.
You have
still
back
go.
problems. You
Back problems. You're getting
I'd
old.
still just go. I'd wait till we have the technology.
You're old inside, but not outside.
Yeah, but like I'd lived long
What-
enough to
what
where
could you do?
where we
man?
would
I
have
don't know,
technology where I could be a cyborg.
Would you jump into a?
You would
fucking-
read
You
every
couldn't do
book.
anything.
You would read every book,
See every movie.
know every language, and you would.
Would you?
Well,
Would you? Why would you? Why would you have to? What
It-
for? Just
to-
because you want to?
Yeah,
Why?
you'd have to
Talented
kill
Mr.
time,
What you
man.
want to do?
You'd
Well,
have
you
to
kill time by working,
Then what though?
huh?
Work isn't life.
You work for 100 years.
Yeah, but that's not life. Life is what like you see around. Life is like
So when you gonna
experiences.
start learning all this stuff?
Well, I'm fucking homeless. I go to the library. They have sections. That'd be
I
my
don't know,
learning
bro.
years.
I don't know about this. But why? Okay, so let me ask you this, mister. I would live forever and all of a sudden try to end it. Why aren't you doing that now? What if you are going to live forever? You wouldn't even know.
I'm trying to learn Spanish.
Let me ask you this right now.
Rosetta Stone over
How
here.
do you not know you're going to live forever right now?
Oh,
How do you not know?
Because my mortality tells me.
How do you
feel
not
it.
know?
Because I can feel you. Because there was nothing.
You're saying live forever. You're not saying not be in pain forever.
Or through the pattern of my life, it is.
What year would you think, fuck, I am not dead yet?
What year? 108. Once I hit 108 and I still look 30, I'm like, fuck, something must be different about me.
No, you have to be like fucking 60 and still
No,
30.
bro. I don't think you get that option of staying young too.
Just looking young. That's all.
That's the weirdness of this. Immortality. Do you also stay young?
I'd have to take a lot of vitamins. And
because at that point, if you're gonna live forever, I don't think vitamins have anything to do with it.
No, your body just can't process things.
So, but you won't know until you're like 118.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I'm not dying.
I'm fucking hurting. But hopefully at that time I could just
like your kids
transfer my
died,
body.
you like buried your kids and they were like fucking
That'd
80.
be crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
You're
121 years old. You have buried everybody you love.
There's people.
Sure, there's a few people that are still.
You're
kinda
raising your
friends.
great grandkids.
Yeah, there are people that want that. There are people like
I don't know about raising great
little
grandkids,
grandmas that want to bury
At
them.
121, but you're still in pain. You're still fucking like.
I don't want to sound like a weirdo, but
old.
one of the things to live forever is just like pipe every type of broad.
You could do that. Or if you live forever, I think I have to
But
learn
no,
every language.
But the whole idea is. But here's the thing, misters.
Yes.
You wouldn't know that you were living forever until it was too late.
Well, that's fine.
Well, I think it's
That's
more
fine
like
with me.
You're
you're
thinking
gonna
you're
take an
staying
oath.
young.
To
no,
live
no,
forever.
no. If you want to go with your scenario of where like you wither away and you dust down, I'm fine with that
That's
too.
really what the idea is.
I'm all right with
so
that,
then
too.
Well,
Why
there's
are-
a longer process of getting old.
So what I'm saying right now is, okay, so now you're a little bit younger.
'Cause, like,
longer.
life
Well,
is-
then, what if that's happening now, and you are not taking advantage of it? At what point, Johnny Roque, are you gonna act?
I'm taking advantage
like
of it
you're living
now.
forever? I don't know, man.
Currently-
I don't know if I see it.
I'm definitely learning every day.
So you're preparing like you're gonna be alive forever.
Yeah, that's how I live. I live like today's my last day because it's
Motherfucker
my forever
thinks he's
day.
gonna live forever.
At
Keyword
110,
thinks.
I would just watch life. I'd just watch life. I'd be in pain.
my God,
Because
man.
life is beautiful. You gotta watch.
I think the only
things
way that shit
grow.
would be worth it is just to stay one same age.
That's the only way that'd be worth
That
it.
would
Why
be
the
the
fuck
only
are you
way.
gonna
Like a
just get
vampire.
older all fucking like?
But even
to, like,
supposedly
tell them-
vampires get older. It just takes a lot longer.
Well, have you seen that movie of those dudes from Flight of the Conchords?
No. Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny, dog.
Yeah.
I
They have
was
that old
turned
dude on
into
the
a
bottom?
vampire.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's fun.
Yeah, it's funny.
At 16, I was turned into a vampire.
Man.
Yeah.
Those years were a lot.
But you're not down with living forever.
The
party has to end sometime?
It's the debate of am I getting old alongside it? Am I gonna be the same age forever? And then is it true that it's just gonna go like that at a certain point where you're not even gonna be able to enjoy it?
Yeah, I never heard that, dude.
Would you be happy with your maturity if you lived forever, like right now? Like you live forever, but you
Because the whole concept of time has to be fucking thrown in the mix.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the whole
No.
thing. No. So
Because I think there's gonna be a certain point, man, where we're just gonna be like, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. I'm fucking done.
well, you're not
It's like, dude,
impressed
now I'm gonna be
anymore.
an astronaut, dog.
How
I was
much
a
more?
cop.
Yeah, now
I
it's
was
like
a Navy SEAL and shit. Like, dude,
there's gonna be a time when you're
I
like,
was a-
fuck, man, like.
I was a chef.
First off, I should have realized this before.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's better to get bit by a vampire because at least you know
what you're
from
going
this
into.
point on, I'm undead. You know? But if all of a sudden you were if you didn't even
Yeah,
know
but
right
like-
now you could live forever, this
but-
is literally what you're doing right now.
But like if eventually you find out and you're like, man, I could be a firefighter. I could be a police
It's
officer.
gonna be some Tony Stark shit, dog.
Do
like-
you really think? But you'd have to be able to stay young.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Look,
we're
the only
sitting in that
one, the
scenario.
only guy that
in the
we
scenario
know
where we
that
get old,
might
I
be
watch
doing
people
this-
at the park.
There's only one guy
Okay.
we know that might actually be living forever. Martin Rizzo. He has not aged since 8.
You see that little fool try to get up in the morning?
Oh,
Oh, does he get up all hurt?
he's so hard to.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay,
You gotta oil that little fool.
Yeah, but that's how that fool's been forever since I've known him.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's just been like, okay, I'm gonna don't worry about
Okay, so, but what if he's the one
to live forever? Well, I think he'll enjoy it. He enjoys lint sometimes. He'll enjoy living forever.
Man. I don't think I'd enjoy it. I think I would become too cynical.
You wouldn't enjoy it.
Maybe at a certain point when I was just like, do you realize I'm gonna live past you? And then maybe I would just become more of an asshole. I'm like, do you want to know everything? Because I'll tell you everything. I've read it all. You want to know all of it? You want to know where this ends? And I would just dude, I'd become psychotic with people.
You'd lose it.
I would
lose
the
it.
only thing that would make it fun. I would Joker lose it.
That's why you're gonna lose it.
It would be like, do you know that all this chaos is just something that happens? It is that you just got to get.
That's
used
why
to
you're gonna lose it at like.
And then I would become that. I'd become like.
You're gonna become that at like age
chaos.
67. You're gonna become that at like age 6. You're not even gonna wait to find
Kind of
out.
like
you're living forever.
like maybe Hunter S. Thompson. They said he acted chaotic, right? I mean, maybe he was like, I know that all this is bullshit. So I'm just going to be a fucking crazy dude because everyone's going to justify it somehow. You know, they're going to have to.
Which I think
because I'll be nice enough to where they're going to have to be like, well, I mean, he's cool enough for us to justify this craziness. We can't lock him up. It's cool. How the fuck did he do this?
What was that first self-expression, which I think everyone should be able to do still.
So it's almost like you have to lay a claim to welcome to my insanity ride. Yeah. And people have to just be like, yo, let's go for it.
This is my insanity. Are you guys ready to
it's
buckle
like
up?
As much as people admire Charles Bukowski, or right in his poetry.
Yeah. You know, it's just that good sense of crazy.
Well, he had that first sense of realism.
Yeah, that's a sense of crazy.
Same thing like Hunter S. Thompson, dude.
Yeah, that's a sense of crazy that
smart for their own good.
I don't know. Like, I am in awe of, but I don't know if I'd ever want.
That level of insanity where it just makes you
the jackass
happy
guys.
Weird.
I think you have to really
like we can let's fucking do the craziest shit and they'll love it for and that's crazy to me.
Old interviews with Bukowski and when he beats the shit out of a chick.
Oh fuck!
Like he kicks the fuck out of her, like really fucked up shit. You know, like God, this motherfucker's crazy, dog.
Yeah, he was fucking drunk.
In his books, I'm on, dude, that's a clear embodiment of that motherfucker right there.
Oh no, he did that.
You know, with fucking the heel to the fucking side of her face, fucked up shit, and then like the chick coming back and going, or like acting like nothing happened, and him going along with the interview. You're like, God damn.
Yeah, he's telling her, shut the fuck up.
Definitely
bitch,
a crazy motherfucker. And then like to do mescaline, like Homeboy, dude, fucking Hunter S. Thompson, and like all those drugs. I mean, I like smoking weed, dude. Drinking a little bit of beer. And
I don't know if I want to do anything. No,
crazy, I'm not into that shit. Maybe some shrooms every now and again, but
you know
nothing
who's
crazy.
Yeah,
you know whose life maybe a few years ago I would have said I would have loved to have, but I also would fear Bill Murray's, because Bill has been the essence of cool ever since everyone knew who he was, but then it's almost like. Now everyone just expects him to. Everything he does is cool. Every insane thing he does is cool. So he's kind of living in this world of his own fucking.
What's the next step? What's
like
the
what else?
Cool step?
You guys literally, everything I say you're going to applaud. Everything I say you want to listen to. I could stumble in a chair in an interview. You're not gonna do nothing. I could show up at a fucking bar and start pouring out tequila, and you guys aren't doing anything because of who I am, and who the fuck am I?
Right.
It's kind of what Jim Carrey's going through.
He's
expressing it through painting.
Yeah, but Jim Carrey's also. It seems like he's just becoming an old man now, but like one of those old men like that just tells you weird facts.
Yeah, but to be at that weird level of life where it's like, I have not been punished for anything I've really done.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rewarded for this insanity. I was like, fuck, am I?
To be like that,
is this
Jake
really
Paul,
just the way life is?
The Jake Paul level of life.
I don't know.
Up until the guy who was filming hanging Japanese.
Oh, Logan
people.
Paul.
Is that Logan Paul?
I think Logan Paul got into an insane part of fame. I don't think he got into an insane part of life. Logan Paul didn't become Bill Murray cool.
No. But I think he thought he was at that level. where he was like, oh,
He definitely was
everything
fooled. Yeah.
everything I do, but he had to like wait another 40 years till everything
Yeah.
he did.
Basically.
He didn't have
I
that
don't think
seniority.
I don't even know if he would have. I
No.
don't think that kind of celebrity happens anymore.
Fuck no.
But that would drive me insane.
Bill Murray's an anomaly, dude.
Yeah, man. That
Dude, he's not like a good-looking dude. He's a rugged-looking dude, and it's like he's actually became even cooler. And I think the top of his coolness is when fucking Chicago won their World Series.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, dude. But I mean, yeah, man.
Yeah. To me, when I love Bill Murray, and part of me was like, man, that'd be crazy to be Bill Murray. But then I say right after that, that would be crazy to be Bill Murray.
Oh, fuck yeah. But also, too, that other fool, fucking Jim Carrey, dude. I think he just fucking sees the world for what it isn't anymore, for what it was.
Yeah.
And he's at a crossroads where he's like significantly,
Oh, I mean, he
a
did.
different stage of his life.
He
getting
did grow
older.
up homeless.
Yeah, I mean, his struggle is for real.
Yeah.
Dude. And I don't know, man. I don't know what the fool's going through, but he's definitely fucking vocalizing it through his art and fucking.
Yeah, he's at least letting it out.
Administration,
That's what I like. That
which is cool, but it's definitely wasn't say what's that type of art like? It's very
Avant-garde?
Abstract.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Weird
yeah.
to be weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Avant-garde or something like that. Avant-garde. Some shit. But fucking with Jim
Avant-garde.
Carrey, huh?
Avant-garde.
That's it. Avant-garde.
Yeah.
But with Jim Carrey, I like that he's doing like art, like illustration, paintings and stuff. I like because it feels like he did reach his end of like acting. He reached the end of his comedic, not like the end, but
he
like
was
he's
done
like,
being
what
your
else do I
Jim
do?
Carrey.
Yeah, what else do I do in this field? What else do I do in that field?
He has so much money. Is like, I'm just gonna start fucking being me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's not the fact that he's not in movies anymore, or he doesn't want to be in movies anymore, or like somebody gave him the boot
Who
per
knows,
se,
man,
or
that
like
could be it too. Maybe that did
we
drive him a little
something
insane,
we don't
like,
know,
fuck,
dude.
Nobody's really giving movies
or
anymore. I
like
don't know
he's
what to do.
enough with your dramatic
Well, I
roles, dude. I
remember-
want to make us laugh.
Yeah, I
Fuck that
remember,
shit.
and he tried. I remember hearing or working with a comic that knew Jim very well, and he went and visited him on set on Bruce Almighty, right? And he said, man, like he was crying behind a backdrop for half the day. The crew couldn't even find him, And I remember him just being scared of like, what's the next thing? I don't know what's next. I don't know what's going to be after this. I don't know if I'll ever have anything. So Jim was worried about that during Bruce Almighty. So maybe he went through that, realized like it's like there's no moment where this is going down.
Yeah.
Like my income will stay this way forever because of residuals. So I might as well just be, fucking live.
Or
And maybe he did do that. Maybe he's at a place where he's like, I don't have to do anything else.
And then have some other bullshit where like his girlfriend committed suicide.
Well, that
and some
too.
other
Yeah,
shit.
man.
The
So
family
it's-
tried to
it's a
sue
little
him.
yeah.
And he's like going, dude, like I wasn't trying to be the bad person. She did to herself. Why are you suing me?
Yeah, and maybe all the other kinds of insanity stuff.
And then being super famous is like, I mean, I don't know
crazy.
what it's like. I mean, we know some people that are famous, but like nasty famous where
Dude,
like
he
can't go outside.
He was able to he could do anything. He was another version of Bill Murray.
Uber talented dude.
Just this guy where they would have let him get away with fucking anything. And does Bill have any kids? He has a few kids, right?
I don't know.
I don't think if he's been married.
I think he's been married like
Jim
twice.
Jim has had some kids.
But I don't know about the homeboy's kids, but I do think he has kids.
Yeah, Will Ferrell is more of a family man, so that's grounded him. But he's also somebody that could definitely get away with a lot, I think he is that level of cool, but at least his family life kept him still like, no, yeah.
Grounded. Didn't let him go crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe the fact that his homeboy's been single too long and shit and been in the fucking limelight and everybody is sucking his dick everywhere he goes. It's like, fucking come on, man. Treat me normal. He's begging to be treated normal.
Yeah, man.
He's acting weird.
So who knows? It's
who the fuck knows, dude?
It's an unstable career.
That's right. It's funny because you think it's
an
but it's
unstable
stable.
career.
Oh, what we're doing.
There's
But
people
What
that
we're
get,
doing is unstable.
He could
yeah,
also-
that person will get one of his movies and they'll have a career.
I remember,
where he has 30 of them, and it's
Yeah.
like the
but like I
ideal
remember
career.
hearing Jack Black having his like little breakdown. He's just
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I'm doing because after this, I haven't been in movies for a year or so, and I don't have any planned, and I'm just like, he was really panicking on this one. I think it was.
And I think
WTF.
Homeboy's just panicking though, just for the fact that he may not have the same star power he once had.
Nobody does.
You know, that's the thing
And
too.
that's probably what.
There's
like,
only like 3 superstars that can really move a film, and that's fucking like
Tom
Tom
Cruise?
Hanks. Not even Tom Cruise. His
No?
shit's starting to flop. The Mummy didn't do that great.
Fuck.
Tom Hanks, The Rock.
I'm over here waiting for July 22nd. Mission Impossible.
You know,
shit.
The
Rock.
The Rock,
The
Tom
Rock is
Hanks.
booming nasty, huh?
Everyone else has had pretty much a ooh shit. Robert Downey hasn't left Iron Man to not show anything else. So, you know, you can't.
he did a few small films. He did a few small.
Yeah,
films.
but he hasn't headlined something like Iron Man so it's just like ooh. But Tom can definitely is going to be whatever whenever,
Yeah.
and he's perfect for it. And The Rock is international.
Fuck yeah, The Rock is nasty right now.
The Rock is international.
Once he gets his dramatic acting down,
Yeah.
I saw the movie Rampage for The Rock.
Who else?
How was
man?
it?
It sucked. That
Oh,
movie
I
was.
want to go see it, dog.
Dude, it could be cut down to 30 minutes and be a
Really?
dope movie, but that shit sucked as a 90-minute movie.
Really?
Damn, I'm trying to think of who else has that fucking star power right now.
Will Smith?
Leo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
Will
the
Smith.
No, Will had to
'cause,
go
like,
to Will had to go to Netflix.
Yeah, Will had a few bombs. He got some L's.
Leonardo is the other elite.
Yeah, Leonardo. What was his
And
last
then you
film?
start getting to like Daniel Day-Lewis and all that, but that's actors. If Jack Nicholson jumped back in, but he retired.
You don't give a fuck, huh?
He just said he's done. You know, somebody told him like when he announced his retirement, they're like, "Why don't you want to do it?" He's like, "Look, every day I walk out to my tree. I have a book and an apple. I eat the apple. I read the book. I walk back into my house, and I like those kinds of days." You know, and that was it.
That Laker game, huh?
Yeah, like, what else
Yeah.
is he gonna do?
He said he said that he wanted to stop acting because he could no longer remember the lines as well as he used to. So he's like, I can't be
Really?
a good actor. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, like, I'm not
he's
respecting
he's
the
keeping
craft.
it real, dog.
De Niro, unfortunately, has had a girlfriend that has wasted a lot of his money. That's
Really?
why he keeps like, I'll do whatever.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's not married?
I don't think he's married now, but he has a lot of money that's been wasted because of relationship.
Fuck.
That's why you gotta find one and just let her have all your
Yeah.
money.
That's why you gotta live forever, Robert.
That's why you
Live
gotta
forever.
So who knows, man? It's a interesting thing.
I'm only
All right.
Yeah, the only reason I was looking at my time because at 2 a.m. you gotta shake the spot, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we're
right,
good.
that's right.
Where can people find you, Rodrigo?
Fuck right here, dog, with Nick and Johnny. Dude, just check me out on Instagram. It's Rodrigo Torres Jr. That's RODRIGOTORRESJR.
Also,
Same
Yeah Man
thing.
Podcast.
Yeah, man. And that you can find on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. Also, same handle for Twitter. What would it be for Facebook? He's like, look, what the fuck do I?
Oh, I don't know, man.
No, same thing. Rodrigo Torres, but
Just find him.
I think it's Rod Torres Jr. on that one because
Yeah.
it's Rodrigo Torres Jr.
He'll
's
pop
been
up
taken.
quicker than ours.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so thank you guys very much, dude, and
Thanks, man.
thank you very much for doing Yeah Man as well.
No problem. man. It
And
was
thank you
fun.
very much for engineering it, Mr. Roque.
Yeah, we said
No
quite
problem, no
a few
problem.
crazy things.
Yeah, man, it's fucking real cool.
I hope
So-
somebody writes it all down and sends it back to us so it makes sense.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Oh, the time in London is 9:42 a.m.